Welcome to Game News USA. RJ here with another top 10 list. Today, we will count down the top 10 arcade games of all time according to me. But first, please remember to hit the subscribe button and thank you for watching. So, let's talk arcades. More than any other platform, I believe the arcade is such a unique experience. It spans several decades, and everybody has a favorite arcade game or two they love, where they went in and they spent quarter after quarter investing their time into beating a game. It was the original microtransactions. Before there were home consoles, before home consoles really took a foothold in America, the arcades were where people went to game, especially in the early 80s, where it really took off with a couple of these games on the list. Now look, this isn't your typical top 10 where I'm just going to count the highest selling arcade games of all time. No. We don't have to do that here. You can find that information out on Google. However, some of the top games will be some of the best selling, like, arcade cabinets, because they were good, right? So, I'm not going to get into too far in the weeds when it comes to each individual game. I just want to give you all my list, maybe say a couple things about one or two of them, and we'll go about our day. So, number 10 on my list, NBA Jam. What a blast. Number 9, Dig Dug. That definitely was a very good arcade game. Number 8, Missile Command. My God, I couldn't stand this game in some ways. It was just so freaking hard. To me it was. Number 7, Mortal Kombat. Gotta love the blood, gotta love the guts. Number 6, Asteroids. Another game I am terrible at. Terrible. But that's why I keep putting in quarters. I keep trying. And they keep milking me for quarters. And that's what a good arcade game will do. Is they don't frustrate you to the point where you walk away. But they're not so easy. It's a cakewalk. They get you to keep putting those quarters in. Oh, Asteroids. You are the bane of my existence. Number 5. Now this top 5 I really love. These arcade games I can replay every single day of my life and I would be happy. Galaga. Galaga is number 5. Every system it's ever on, I buy it. I love Galaga. I think Galaga is as good as any game, arcade game you could think of. Number 4 is Space Invaders. I was debating what's better, Galaga or Space Invaders? Galaga or Space Invaders? Honestly, it's 1A, 1B for me, or in this case, 4 and 5 on my list. Because the game is so freaking fun. And it involves a lot of strategy that you wouldn't think for just an arcade game when it comes to how you want to position yourself. So, yeah, Space Invaders. Number 3, Street Fighter 2. This has to be, of all the arcade games I've named, has got to be, like, the best that was able to be ported to a console as well. Because it has so many versions of it. It was so competitive. It was so fun. You learned the combos, but yet it was simple enough to jump in and just play. And so I give a big nod to Street Fighter 2. And it's another game I will buy on every system I own, basically, because I enjoy the hell out of it. Number 2, Donkey Kong. It's on the online service as well. It's, it's how Mario got his start. It's kind of how Shigeru Miyamoto got his start. It's how Donkey Kong got its start. Honest to God, without this game, Nintendo may not exist in the way that you see now. Honestly. Jumpman, back then they called him. Incredibly fun. You had to dodge the barrels, climb the ladders, rescue Pauline, because Princess Peach wasn't even invented yet. And side note, they did have a Mario Bros. Arcade game. You see that a lot in the Super Mario Advance games. That's really fun to play as well. But I kind of wanted to keep it one per franchise for this list. That's why you don't see Mortal Kombat 2 either. But yeah, Donkey Kong, can't recommend it enough. It's easily recognizable. And guys, if you haven't figured out number 1 on this list yet, you may want to rethink things. Think it over for a few seconds. What have I not named yet? What could possibly be number 1 all-time best arcade game? No doubt, it's gotta be Pac-Man. It's just got to be Pac-Man. Man, and all the spin-offs they have too. Pac-Man 99, Pac-Man Championship Edition, Miss Pac-Man. You know, pick your poison when it comes to Pac-Man, but I'm putting the original there at number 1. It's the best selling, the most fun you could have from an arcade game. You will be putting in quarter after quarter and enjoying every last minute of it. Take my freaking money. Pac-Man's where it's at. A waka waka waka. The noise, the music, the enemies, the items, the levels, the lore, the legend. Pac-Man himself, not Pac-World. That shit could go straight into the trash heap for all I care. I'm talking about OG 1980 Pac-Man. That's what we need in our life. It's another arcade game like that, but on console, that captured that. And we may never find that essence again. However, for now, and for probably all of time, I think most of you could agree, Pac-Man is the king of the arcades. If not, let me know in the comments below. Tell me what you think is the best arcade game ever. Or give me your own top 10 list. I'll be more than happy to listen. Thank you all for coming out watching the video. I appreciate it. I've enjoyed doing this so far since I have came back to YouTube, we'll say. So, with that being said, guys, have a good night. And I think I'm going to go play some arcade games because me talking about it makes me want to play some. Peace. I'm out.